Welcome to Radiant Health, Inner Wealth, Empowering Your Whole Life. Today we're in the kitchen with myself, Tess, Challis, and sous chef Alethea. And we're going to be making one of our favorite healthy snacks, Krazy kale chips. And what we have here is some kale. We have 4 cups of lightly packed kale. And by lightly packed, I mean you don't go like this and it's 4 cups. You go kind of like that. And what we have in the bowl to mix the kale chips in is olive oil, apple cider vinegar, seasoned salt, and garlic granules, which is kind of like garlic powder but better. So we're going to go ahead and, do you want to help me by dumping those kale chips in the bowl?
Yes, please.
Alrighty, thank you so much. Might have to give it a booter. There you go. And then we mix them up. And just go ahead and mix those all up. The wonderful thing about these, we actually served these at a potluck recently, is that kids and adults love them. People at this potluck were flipping out over them. They just thought they were delicious. And this is a great time of year to be consuming a good amount of kale because it's so high in antioxidants. It's astoundingly immune boosting, very strengthening. So kale is just really an amazing superfood. So once we have that all nice and mixed up, we're going to go ahead and spread them out on a cookie sheet. And by the way, you should have an oven that's been preheated to about 400 degrees. And just spread them out as much as they can tolerate out on your cookie sheet, and then put them in the oven. Check and see if any of these pieces are crisp yet, and several of them are. The thing about these chips is that some of them cook before the others. There's not really a whole lot you can do about it. So we're going to remove the ones that are crisp, and you can kind of hear them crackling there a little bit. It's better to err on the side of checking them too often because they can really burn very easily and then they become quite bitter. And you don't want to become bitter because you're eating burned kale. A lot of these are still a little bit wet. There's just a few that are done. So we're going to take out the extra crispies and we're going to put them back in the oven for another 5 minutes. About another 5 or 10 minutes. Our kale chips should be pretty crispy. And these are. So they're just about perfect. And you, my friend, are welcome to try one. You want to try one? How are they?
Really good.
That's great. I'm glad to hear that. I want to thank you for joining. And just to let you know, that is one of the recipes from my Simple Sides chapter in Radiant Health, Inner Wealth, which is my wellness resource book with inner and outer wellness tips, as well as about 250 delicious vegan recipes. And you're welcome to check out my website with lots of resources, including a free newsletter, and that's at www.radianthealth-innerwealth.com. And I have a blog as well with lots of healthy recipes and tips, and that's www.rhiw.blogspot.com. Thank you so very much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. And thanks also to our sous chef, Alethea. Have a beautiful day. Bye.